All right, here we go for another mail call. And this I'm actually sitting in the living room, in a very small corner that isn't disturbed by trying to get things done in the house. Fortunately, you're getting a little black back glare because the window right behind me, and there's a window right over here. But the only place in this room that doesn't have windows has a lot of furniture in it. So, and stuff being organized. So, wearing my Buffalo, Rochester, and Pittsburgh shirt. This is the shirt I will be wearing at the Batavia Train Show on April 14th. I will be hopefully getting there somewhere around 9:30 in the morning because I'm working the NMRA booth there. They will not be wearing this hat. I'll be wearing my NMRA hat, one of the NMRA hats for that. So other than the Batavia Train Show coming up, I have plans for 2 weekends from now. I'll be going up to Chilai to operate on the Main and Western Model Railroad, and Model Railroad for one of the Lakeshore's NRA members that is in the suburb of Rochester, known as Chilai. That's on Friday, on March 22nd, and then in the morning of, I think is it 9 a.m.? I think it's 9 a.m. I have to be just north of Leroy, the village of Leroy, to operate on a Baltimore, Ohio layout in Leroy, and then after that is 2 p.m. I'm going to be going to Finger Lakes, Paul Stamps Finger Lakes Railway, which he has on YouTube is Tierline Customs. I will put a link to his channel down below. I think he's actually subscribed to me. I'm not sure. I know I'm subscribed to him, of course, but I think I saw him comment on one of my videos a while back. I'm not sure. But I'll be visiting up there, operating that layout, and both the B&O and the Finger Lakes Railway layouts are close to me. I mean, they're about half an hour away, 45 minutes, probably 45 minutes for Paul up in Bergen. So hopefully I will be able to, maybe the future, might be operating on those layouts more in the future. Never know. But besides new for what I'm doing coming up, we also have a package here. And this, of course, is my latest order from Yankee Dabbler. These are 2 locomotives. So just get that out of the way. I was trying to use that, and the angle didn't work. So I'm using my the flexible leg tripod that I used to use in the car for live streaming before I quit doing that because people just weren't interested. I have that sitting on my TV. So these are 2 locomotives that I wanted, and then they're on my all three of these were on my Yankee Dabbler wish list, and then they sold out of them. And all of a sudden, I was going through adding some stuff from Engineer Hall's video into a wish list. I noticed they had them again. They had 690 and 692. Well, I was like, okay, that's odd. How did they get those? It didn't matter. I put them back on my wish list, and they were the first things I ordered. They got the Scaletrain's ES44 is now available at Yankee Dabbler. So, you want an ES44? Go and see what they got there. These are Athearn ready to roll locomotives, and I have 2 Athearn ready to roll locomotives, but these are the first ones I've gotten that are DCC and sound. Both my other Athearn ready to rolls have neither. So we have now, unfortunately, in this video, we will not see these running, but the these out of the bubble wrap. We'll set that down because the table, I did wash the table, I did clean the table off, but it's still got a little dirt on it. So this is not dirt. This is, I set a TV dinner tray on this table a couple years ago and didn't notice how hot it was, and it made a heat mark on the table, unfortunately. So the table's got to be refinished. So that's eventually. So we have 2 Athearn ready to roll, and one of them is actually primed for grime. Oops. Must have had this one out of the box because, no, it's still sealed. They just put it in upside down. We have the boxes like this, but the locomotive is like this. Okay. There we go. So let's undo our the Athearn seal of quality. And this is, which one is this one? 692. Now, this is for a railroad that I do not have locomotives for, but I have rolling stock for. However, the railroad is owned by a railroad I do have a locomotive for. Bin paint scheme of. Okay, what the heck? Okay, there's a loose part in here. Not sure what it's for. I got a loose part right up here. And there's the extra parts and stuff like that, extra detail parts, piping and stuff, I think. So let's open this bag so I can put that little detail part in here when I get it out of the sleeve. Okay, here we go. There's that little part. That's something that broke off. I'm not sure what. Oh, it looks like it's a lift ring. Or a jacking plate. That's what it looks like it is. Broke off. Is this the one that was upside down in the package? No, it's not. Okay. Let's pull this out. What's this? Oh. Extended windows. And an extended window here. And there's the steps between locomotives. On Genesis, those are attached and ready to roll. They're apparently not. Okay, they are attached. So those must be spares. And they don't move. They do on Genesis. All right, here we go. 692. Now, this is one of 3 locomotives Athearn did, and it's one of 3 that they owned, that the railroad owned. These were originally built for the Illinois Terminal Railroad. These are SD39s, EMD SD39s. They were built for the Illinois Terminal Railroad, and then they became, came under Norfolk and Western, which bought the Illinois Terminal. And this has the distinction of being my first Athearn that does not have broken handrails. That's a good thing. It's amazing. They have, and then they were sold to the Boston and Maine. The only Boston and Maine lettering is on the nose. It's the BM there, and the big G on the side. Now I think this one was repainted in 1989. We'll cover this in the review of this locomotive. I'll do a review later when I can actually put it on the track and run it. So, what we'll do a little bit here. Windshield wipers look good. Those are very finely detailed, separately applied. Windows slide. Even has windshield wipers on the back windows. I don't know if you can see those or not. When I do the review, I'll get up close look at those. Nicely fine detailed. I'm not seeing where that one piece is from. It's got to be from here, from this locomotive somewhere. I'm sure if I look hard enough, I'll figure out where it came from. but I'm not seeing it right now. But Athearn Ready to Roll, definitely the newer runs of Athearn Ready to Roll are better detailed than the other ones. Very, very, very nice looking locomotive. So that is 692. These were I think this one was eventually retired in 2006. All right, now I'm gonna stop the video and we'll resume with the other locomotive. All right, now we're back. I still have the 692 down here. Now let's open up I had to stop the video between because I had to move the other video over to my SD card on my phone because otherwise I would not be able to get through this next one. Okay, now we'll set that aside. Now this one is actually my first Prime for Grime locomotive. Now these locomotives did not get very dirty. They weren't actually very. It's kind of odd for a black locomotive that they didn't show up much dirt. Because NS shows up a lot of dirt. NS locomotives show up a lot of dirt. They get really nasty looking. Don't you jump up here. Yeah, you go up that way. Cat's looking to jump up on all the stuff, all the packaging for these locomotives. And that is not something I want her to do. She left it. Okay. Here we go. Here's the extended window for 690. The other baggie of parts. The spare things for that. And now the 690. That did not feel good. What happened? Okay, I guess it was just something that wasn't popped in right. Okay, how you got the handrails for this one. Now, this one's a little bit different than the other one. There's a slight difference between these two. And that is this one has green radiators. I'm not quite sure why they have olive drab radiators. And also, this one, can you see it? You can a little bit. You'll see it more in the review. But if you look at the right time, look closely, you can see the Norfolk and Western reflecting there. As I move it back and forth, you can see the Norfolk and Western reflecting. Unfortunately, I do not know where my flashlight is. Let's see if I can, if this will. It won't help. You can see it a little bit right there. Norfolk and Western written along the side. From where they just would have just pulled off the decals and left it there. Now, I have not looked closely at the pictures of this. I have looked, excuse me. I have looked at pictures of this online. There you can see it. I have looked at pictures on the line, but I did not notice green radiators or the Norfolk and Western down the side. But that would be something that would only be visible. Sadie, get out of there! Visible. The Norfolk Western would only be visible at a certain angle, especially on pictures from the 80s. Might not be as visible on pictures like that, like it would be today. But yep, this is SD39 690 and 692. You can see the Norfolk Western on that one, on the 690, and none on the 692. Now, the next locomotive I'm going to be purchasing, I was going to get 3 at once, But next month is Batavia Train Show, so I'm only going to get one locomotive next month, and that is hopefully going to be the third 691. Then I'll have all three Boston and Maine SD39s. Eventually, I might, if they release them, I might get these also in the Guilford paint scheme, the gray and red. But these are now my second and third locomotives for the D&H interchanging with the Finger Lakes Northern in the 80s. And these will also see action running trains on the Finger Lakes Northern, because most of the Finger Lakes Northern power I have arriving in the 90s to 2000s. And before then, they were using power from the railroads they interchange with. So you'll see D&H, Boston and Maine, Maine Central, Springfield Terminal power. Stay down on the Finger Lakes Northern, along with Baltimore, Ohio, Western Maryland, Chesapeake and Ohio from the interchange with Baltimore, Ohio. These locomotives will be from the interchange with D&H, Norfolk Southern, Conrail. Those locomotives operating on the Finger Lakes Northern trackage until there'll be some Finger Lakes Northern power, but it's not going to be very much at the beginning. So you'll see mainly these locomotives. And the cat just jumped up behind me. There's Sadie. Stay back. So that's it for the mail call. I will be doing a review on these locomotives. I might do both of them at once because they are very similar. Sadie, no! No! Back! Lay down in your bed. Lay down in your bed. Lay down. Lay down. You're soft. Lay down. Yes, you're very soft. But notice that these also do not have any dynamic brakes. Prototypical. But we'll be doing a review on these eventually. I'll get the computer out. I will show pictures in Railroad Pictures Archives, compare them to pictures in Railroad Pictures Archives, and yeah, we'll go there. But that's it for today. Now we have two rail fanning videos that will be on the end of this, and if you stayed this long, you'll see them. If you didn't, that's not my problem. That's yours. Remember, always watch all the way through. You never know what's hiding at the end. So, for now, the rail fanning videos from CP368, from CP Silver Springs Milepost 368, the Norfolk Southern Tier Line. Keep on the med trains. Tim out. And heading to work. And get stopped by RS1. Unusual Saturday. Running of them. And they're on the main again. Why are they on the main? Why do they keep coming out on the main? This is the second time they've gone out on the main to do their work. I don't know why they're doing that. I know it's the RNS because I saw him come into town. But that is weird. I don't know why they keep doing that. I have to listen to the scanner when they come into town from now on. Try and figure out why they're doing this. Because they never used to do this. They always used to pull down till they were clear of the switch and then shove in on the dead track down through onto the siding. But now they're shoving down the main. They're coming, must be pulling all the way out the dead track onto the main down by Fuller, not at Barber Road. And then shoving down the main and through the control point into the siding, which is weird. I don't know why they'd be doing that. That is bizarre. This is Saturday, February 17th, 2024. Oh, a lot of cars. empty diesel tanks. Some loaded salt hoppers. I don't see any of the original 600. 5,000 through 5,599. I don't see any of those in this train. I wonder if they scrapped them all. More for more Winchester and Western. The 9500s are all Winchester and Western. Another one, 9508. There they are. SD40-3, former GMD, SD built by GMD, SD40-3, or SD45, SD40-2, and GP38-2. That's the what used to be blue and white. Off to work. March 2nd by Morton Salt, 8:22 p.m. Just coming back to the store. 1207 and 8135. That's it for this clip.